scope you've given him?
Quite a lot.
Just had a bit more.
He needs to be really dopey
Yeah.
for this.
So what do you give him?
So that Dotomini
Where's the
and Torbidivic. So
where's the lignol?
It's on the side there.
inside there.
That's lovely. I'll lift his head right up to your goggles a bit.
Sit down your arms.
And drown.
Don't feel your ankles later.
Can I look down yet?
No, you can stick them like that.
10 minutes.
It's a bit of a tall white bed, isn't it?
It's very useful around the house.
Should we get those shells there?
Oh, give me a hand.
Yeah,
Let's go finding for dinner.
And she's dusting in her tutu.
Okay, just be careful, don't push
Yeah.
this thing, otherwise I'm
I know.
Come on.
That's
Quite
good.
scary.
You dislodged the cat with it.
What are you feeling for?
Trying to displace the pallet.
Okay.
Just want to put that right back, Paddy, that's very nice.
Hmm?
That's better.
You want to put that gag up a bit?
Yeah. You got another towel, I thought.
Yeah. Let's have a
Horrible, isn't that?
It's really good. So,
Can you get some more lignol just in case?
Yeah.
Was there none in there?
Go ahead. Oh, there.
There's a little plant and a big
Diving, let's go up. Can be you.
Can do.
Okay, up, down, left, right. You know the principle.
Yeah, sure, mine. But yeah.
And- He thinks might need a bit more. I think actually, might need a bit more dope, you know. He ain't gone, is he?
He's pretty gone.
Let's just see
You should have plenty of local in there, you
Yeah.
should be alright.
cure.
It's not really over his knees, is it?
Justin?
We're slightly worried about this. Thank you. Is that far in the back? It's not really over his pole. His pole.
That's okay.
Is that okay?
Go on. Come after you.
Just do some more.
That should be alright on lift his head up.
Yeah. Let's move it up then.
Want to get a broom?
Steady.
So we have to hold the tongue. Yeah, you can hold it up.
Hey.
Okay. You can hold it further down so we're on a, otherwise you get your hand ignored. Just a small bit. So you don't really need to drive particularly. Is that
Okay.
telling you? Like that. This button, this is freeze,
Okay.
freeze, take, freeze. You can do it very quickly.
Freeze,
If I
take,
say
freeze.
okay, just freeze, take, freeze for as quick as you can.
Okay.
Well, hold the scopey bit then on the hold the thing on the scope like there. Not have this over the top. Okay, so you just head up. Just place this pallet down.
Okay.
Quick, just done. Do you want to scope a bit more up there while
Yeah,
you're...
we've done. Fine.
You're right, yeah.
Good actually.
Trust everything on the following.
Gotta give him a minute with my hand in there to get used to having the space. And then
That's your soft palate noise.
So is that what you should hear?
Right, the other
It's
side,
just
then.
spacing and rate, sort of. Really suddenly go all really good.
split lengths in the straight. Up a bit.
Why do you pass the scope up first?
We'll have a look first. Okay. Ow, I'm just getting there.
So,
You got it?
Yeah.
I've got the blade. So is that your nipple I've just taken off?
No. See? You just put that back pocket.
There it is. Just release the blade for a second. There it is. It's got some local down there. It's great.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. That's some palate noise.
Yeah, I think I'd pull up if I had.
Okay, it's fine. I think it's got back a tiny bit then, so not quite there. You got you straight here. Is that all of that tongue off? My fucking man.
Why do you hook it in the end? That's
No, not terribly long. Can't see really down.
yeah, that's dangerous.
It's
Can you not pull it so it's above it?
You could go to the side.
fine. What's your scope then?
Do you not just want to pull that in so it's not going down the scope?
What do you mean?
Like that?
There we go.
How about that?
I can't see it then.
What we need to do is just push it forward.
Yeah.
Well, I'll leave it to what you want to do, but that looks safe to me.
it's all wobble.
Tight a bit. There you go.
No, yeah. I've got to be able to see it as I'm getting in there. So.
Okay, you're in.
Right, second, just go with the scope.
You're on, aren't you? It's like landing a salmon.
Just like that.
Easy. Right.
Look up for the mat.
Yeah. There it is.
There it is, yeah, that's cool.
Go back a bit. Bit down.
That's underneath it.
Yeah, that's fine. That's good. There it is.
Can
No
you see
bonus.
it?
Yeah. I might wait for the swallow. Let's sort of gag off that fish swallow and go to his mouth.
Okay, okay.
I release tongue.
You can raise the tongue then, and we can undo the gag.
Careful.
Just the button in the front again.
That's what we were slightly worried about.
Yeah, but it's going to
Honestly, it's family safe, it can't go on.
Getting a bit concerned about that.
Smashing someone out. I think maybe you were possibly holding it there.
Got the head close.
Yep.
It's used for my wrist.
That was tough.
That was tough,
It was a real
wasn't it?
chewy one. You could feel when you pulled it. It was like real. Really.
It's like, oh.
I think it's doing a bit blunt that way as well.
But
What's
I just,
happened? What's happened to the bit?
oh no, it's cut.
Well, you cut it in
Just
half.
split
Like
it.
a, yeah, so this is your epiglottis.
Yeah.
Okay, in the front here. Then essentially it's a fold of mucosa that comes over like this.
Yeah.
And so we just split down the front there, so it just parts it, goes underneath it.
Oh right.
Yeah. No.
Sure.
Very rarely that can
Silly,
retract.
don't question
So
it.
sometimes they can put about 10-20% in.
How much does it average?
Stop it.
But that's another one. Hang on a second. Any bit there? Just a little bit there.
Still a bit there. There.
That tiny little bit. So remember before it was covering all of it?
Yeah.
It's got a little tiny bit there now.
Tip.
Is that very tip?
You got enough to get over.
I don't think so. No.
Not quite as good again.
That's what I'll do is I'll get my hand in the back and tear it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, why not split the knife up as well and have it go?
Huh? No, I don't.
Won't keep
You're
it
not
on
going to
my
get.
toes.
You're not going to get it like that. So if I get my hand in, I'll be able to rip it, so it doesn't do that. So let's just undo that. Because it's cut already, so it's just rip it.
We'll follow the line anyway.
That's what they did when I had my tonsils.
Can I just picture that Facebook? Shit, sorry.
Such a good picture.
Great picture, isn't
Our
it?
picture on our video in scope is just nowhere like this. It's phenomenal.
It's a funny one, isn't it? Because it's
Funny one.
yeah. Because you can actually see the epiglottis.
I wonder actually if it's still entrapped or that's just
Yeah,
a
that's just-
deformed epiglottis.
Yeah, I just wondered that as well because you've got quite a good cut there. It's almost
Very tight, isn't it? The
Mm.
bit that you've cut, because it's still keeping it quite proud.
Yeah.
it is. Usually that sort of disappears underneath you. You can't see what you've cut.
Would your epiglottis normally then go and sit sort of flatter onto the base?
Yeah, it would.
Because this is really
You've got very taut bands.
underneath.
Abaxally.
I thought that under here.
Well,
See what's
higher
going
up.
on.
You've got these tight
Let's,
bands.
Let's split them. You come out then.
Justin, just as you come out, can you hang on a sec then?
Yeah.
You know with that one that we had the soft palette, was that underneath just like if
I
we'd
could
elevated
scope it
it
in
here,
here.
it'd just be
You
you,
can just
put the
right-
scope
right-
in
right
under
there.
there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can see on this horse how much the soft palate is, how
Comes
it's
up.
there.
Yeah, we had to. It was quite difficult to flip this off palettes up. So a big tone in his palette, didn't he?
Mm.
What's
Let's
the
put
next
this gag back on you. Well, it's gag free. I said I wanted to try it. You gave it to me. Just never said anything. 4 months. Cool.
It's quite odd, isn't it?
Yeah.
To use it a lot?
No,
No.
don't like it.
I don't like the way it quick releases. It could be absolutely
You got it.
scary, isn't it?
It's a bit of a two-man job putting it on.
Got over his noodle this time.
Let's give you a bit more play. Okay, I'm going to take it off. Just hang on. Okay, there we go. Hold on, just do that. Clip up there. Just tighten it. That time.
It's not very tight on my end. Do you want me to hold it in place?
No, I've got it. Honestly,
Get it.
not very good. It's not a very good system. It's tiny, isn't it?
Maybe a twitch on it, that's the other thing, isn't it? Helpful.
Right, there we go.
Listen, you do have to put your hand in the mouth.
A twitch on?
Your switch?
Yeah.
Completely cut then, isn't it? Nothing left to cut. But you don't get purchases on anything.
That's cool this week. And then the side.
Substitch.
Hold that here.
That's safe. Any joy? I feel.
Yeah. So I've torn a bit more, just let it feel. At least let it swallow again, just seeing how it feels. I think that's tissue coming around the side rather than actually the epiglottic entrapment.
Easy done.
Well, it's not entrapped at all now, is it?
Isn't it? Yes, absolutely. And as you can
Yeah.
That feels good.
Just try again, just because we've just let the gag down, we're going to take it off, we'll just scope it again and see what it looks like. Let them have a feel. I'll wrap them in a minute, so I'll get into it.
Just,
Let them feel.
You're not feeling very
just making sure it's still on.
Sure.
I think we'll just pound it. Just about to come off. I don't like this system, the bridle. In fact, that's because it's been
Done wrong.
put on wrong person.
No.
Just you'd think it would have a.
A pulley thing.
So if you pull that, and I'll. There you
Okay, so hold the tongue yourself. Hand all the way back, you won't be able to bite you. Hold on to the tongue.
go. When your hand facing downwards.
Yeah.
No, because you're feeling onto
No, I find it easy either way. You got back to the first epiglottis or not? You get fine. You have to flip the palate up, so it starts to.
Got it.
But you can feel epiglottis?
Yep.
It feels smooth.
Yes.
So it doesn't feel like there's anything loose on it, does it?
Underneath it, you can feel a whole bunch of floppy tissue.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a question, I think, of whether when we swallows again, then that's going to come around the side. But I think probably it'll disappear.
Well, I'll scope them in a week. 3 or 4 days. And
Happy?
So where, when I'm feeling there, were you cutting?
Right down the middle, accordion-like fold of tissue. Okay, and it's one of those accordions that folds and flips over, essentially.
Okay.
It needs that because epiglottis needs to feel the retrovert
Yeah.
when he swallows.
it was so tight over the epiglottis that even though it's ripped in half, a remnant has to still remain hooked. Now that's come off
Just on the side.
Now the question is
You
whether
want
that's
as well,
the
yeah.
entrance.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's not.
Do
you want to put one hand?
Normally you cut it in half. So
if it does reattract, then what?
There's just, yeah, no, that's me. It's about, probably about maybe 15% of them we have to do that on with these.
Usually when once you start the cut, it's so elastic that it just pings that way. Just what it wants, the tissue is elastic, it wants to sprint, it wants to go underneath.
This one was tough and thick and fibrous, so.
Which is quite surprising.
Just, do you want the
No, we can take the gag down and strap it.
Actually, once you get used to using it,
There's something you've got to do with the safety, you've got to file something, and actually it's quite nice.
you're going to get a nosebleed, pointing up there. So pull your arm out, see that's unfortunately the guy you're driving the scope to, do you?
Because the scope's upside down, it's confusing. Just have it that way, and then know where we are.
So give yourself a bit more, hold it down here, so you can get 20 centimetres up the nose.
You want to push down with one finger in here. Okay? Push down. No.
And we'll come up from, so we've got too many people trying to do this. What I do is hold it down here, because you find that the first 10 centimetres they'll shake around. If you can get 20 centimetres up there, they'll stop. But when at 20 centimetres, you're probably pretty safe as far as nosebleeds are concerned.
Okay.
It's the next 20 centimetres you want to be careful. So what I raise the nostril like that, or open it like that, and then you just whack that in, first 20 centimetres. And then they usually pause, and then you've got a moment to get a grip and then push the rest in slowly.
Okay.
But keeping your arm high so that
down.
the scope naturally goes down. If you have your arm low, the point comes up. Okay? Let's try that.
Yeah, I tend to push it down. Yeah, on the end.
Justin probably insists an MRI scan before you do it.
Come back over it, John.
It's a very thickened epiglottis.
But it's gone. So all of that.
That's
not
normal.
So you've got rid of your little bit now.
Yeah, but all of this, the end of this epiglottis here, is not its deformed shape. Okay, it's not normally that shape in epiglottis. I can get a good picture of that 'cause it's quite rare. But
Epiglottis are usually quite thin and got very well-defined borders. And these, you can see, it's got a massive, thick rim and this lumpy tissue, which you couldn't see before. Blue sheath over the front of it is the epiglottis. And
a whole bunch of bubbles over it.
Yeah.
How much problem is this going to cause when he's galloping?
no, I think this is temporary. I think that's
I think it's
that hyperplasia is.
This is going to improve over time, but it's always going to have deformed epiglottis. But that's not going to
That
get in the
doesn't
world.
happen, no.
So it's hyperplasia just happened
Because epiglottis has always been there.
Well, you wouldn't know, to be honest. But you don't know whether this is you wouldn't know if this is permanent or whether this is just an inflammatory swelling, would you?
Wants to swallow scope because they're not going to always have that. Just go in a little bit. You might not do it actually.
got enough local right?
No, you don't think you've just local, do you?
Entrapment?
No, the epiglottis.
No, I didn't get it anywhere.
You didn't get that, did you? But you can see the cut there.
I'm sure it didn't look that lumpy when you were.
No, it's
You couldn't see
That's
it.
because it was entrapped before, so you couldn't
So
see
how
the
much was
lumpiness.
it round?
up
So
all
that there.
Oh, okay.
The entrapment came from underneath and flipped over and was a tight sheath over it.
Just come back down a bit then. Right, so that's your pharyngeal recess. Okay, alright, so come back here, so that's your pharyngeal recess there. And quite a lot of vets esophagus. Okay, so I've had 2 or 3 cases where when they're trying to get a choke fixed and they can't get the scope down. They put the scope up one side and the other one goes esophagus, shove it through there, and all of those falls end up dead. Down the neck, ends up in mediastinum and goes to the dead. So, just think word of warning. Where's normal epiglottis then?
What?
Where's the epiglottis?
Esophagus.
Esophagus.
You mean.
The
Point out. You,
Quite how to answer that.
where is the esophagus?
It's
Do you know?
under the head.
Where?
Ventral. Go on, point out
Where
where
is
it
it?
is.
Go on.
Where are you going to shove it? Where are you going to shove your stomach tube? Go on, the parody.
Go on.
Go on, let's get close to the screen. It's Cambridge versus. Like, just don't do that to like there. You're a vet, for God's sakes.
Where?
I'm so convinced.
Oh,
You've got to put the theatre on for the clients.
I'm going to wait to see what
There.
she says.
that's,
So you've got to look at it.
that's the emphasis esophagus just there. You say that like that. Is that what
Oh,
it is?
okay.
Do either of you know where it is?
Where?
Oh, yeah, it's underneath.
You're both convinced it's underneath.
No.
Oh my
No,
God.
I thought the epiglottis was the flap between the two.
Right here, you can't see it.
So that
Esophagus is
when
top.
they swallow,
Right,
that
let's go
flaps
down
down.
I'm sure that's
And no, because he might chew the scope. You can't see it, you won't be able to see it.
Drive.
Right.
Turn left. Other way. Sorry.
The other left.
The other way.
The other way.
There you go.
There is
Right.
no hole there.
You're now in the esophagus.
Come out then, can you not?
Don't hang around in there.
That's where it is anyway.
Come in.
It's in there.
Up the top there.
Up there.
Okay.
You can't see it.
It makes sense. The epiglottis flips up
Retroverts.
and
The food goes
the
over.
food goes over the top. He doesn't at all when he's not sounding like a sort of steam engine with an epiglottic entrapment. Doesn't whistle.
It's always going up the
It's right, it's doped down.
He is very doped.
Yeah. We'll have to wait for every minute.
We're going to leave him in peace now.
Good fellow. Very good.
Didn't have much option for bugger.
No,
So-
some of them are awful.
So he'd be one that I'd put as a high risk of getting, because that epiglottis is deformed, it's much easier for it to flip over. So he'd be predisposed to get it again. But, you
I'll be
know,
very interested to see.
Within
you
how
decide.
long? Are we talking about 1 year, 2 years, 3 years?
well, it has happened to me where I had re-entrapped again like 2 weeks later. It's rare. But no, they'll get it again, you know, sometimes like 3 months later, 6 months down the line.
Or a year down the line. something
Yeah.
like that. But I think I'm not convinced it's deformed permanently. I wonder if it's just an inflammatory. So I wouldn't be too.
Have to look.
I'll have the pot scope now, but just here we go. And I'd give it plenty of butte now.
The roughage actually
Have as much hay as he wants.
Yeah.
Can we go out in the field?
When?
When? Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, yeah, I think so.
I just thought it was
Right. Sorry, what's the surname?
picture in the sky.
I think either way,